So CSL, I think, a couple of things as to why they've been so incredibly successful. The first of which is just their relentless focus on their core competence, or one of their core competence, which is basically plasma therapies. And the second, why they've been so successful, is really just around flawless execution. They have been very prescient and very forward thinking about putting new capacity of their plasma therapy products into the market, as and when required. Lastly, the management of CSL are literally world class. They have managed that business fantastically well, and the business continues to be well positioned. As to whether or not, that can be replicated by another Aussie corporate over the course of the next decade, who knows? But one of the things, or some of the industries rather, where there's the potential for significant disruptive influence is likely artificial intelligence and robotics in some instances, because of their ability to disrupt human endeavour, i.e. the humans in the workforce, literally. And secondly, fintech. And why fintech? Because the domestic economy is in large part financially based, and financial technology companies could be very disruptive to some of the major financial players in the country, and thus could garner a significant share of earnings, over the medium term. So if you have a look at the relative performance over the banks over the past couple of years, they've not been great, albeit in absolute terms the share prices have been flat to down modestly. And so, why do we own the banks at the moment? Well, we're not underestimating the impact of the Royal Commission, and we do think that is likely to play out for at least another couple of years, the consequences of which will still be evident, I think, 2 years from now for the banks and other major financial institutions. So it's still a big deal, but periodically, banks, like any other shares, can become relatively more or less attractive depending on absolute valuation. So given where valuations stand at the moment for the major banks at circa 12 times PE and 7% dividend yields, that's why we continue to own a couple of banks in the portfolio.